Hi, thank you everyone for your time and patience. Requesting management to please turn on their videos. Thank you. So, good evening everyone, and thank you for joining us today. Welcome to the investor meeting of Jayesh Logistics Limited. I am Ruchika Shah from Equiprojects, and it's a pleasure to be your host today. Jayesh Logistics is a leading logistics player and supply chain player. The company provides end-to-end freight and value-added solutions supported by an in-house fleet, strong third-party network, and on-ground expertise, ensuring reliability and seamless services. Today's session will give you a deeper insights into this remarkable growth story and its journey ahead. We are delighted to have with us today Mr. Kumar Kundalia, Chairman, MD, and Promoter, Mr. Vishnu Kumar Bajaj, Promoter, Mr. Surendra Tiwari, Chief Financial Officer, and from NCAP Advisors, our merchant banker, we have Mr. Sameer Agarwal and Mr. Manoj Agarwal. So let me quickly walk you through today's flow. We will begin with a brief introduction and presentation from the senior management of Jayesh Logistics Limited. This will be followed by a question and answer session where our management will be happy to answer all your questions. Thank you. And now I will pass it over to Mr. Sanjay to begin the discussion. Thank you and over to you, sir.
Thank you, Ruchika. Good afternoon and happy Diwali to everyone. Myself, Sanjay Kundalia. I moved to Calcutta in year 97 for my higher studies. And after completing my graduation in year 2002, I started working as an intern in a logistic firm which was majorly doing business for Nepal. I worked there for 3 years as an intern, and after 1 year, I was leading that company. In year 2004, I quit that company and started my entrepreneur journey. And in 2004, I started a coal business in Meghalaya along with my own proprietorship logistic company with name of Siddhi Vinayak. And at that time, coal was my main focus business along with my logistic business. So from 2004 to 2014, I was majorly doing coal business. Unfortunately, in 2014, government has banned the mining in Meghalaya, so we have to stop our operations there. And from 2014, we started focusing on our logistic business. In year 2014, our top line was 2 crores, and with our continuous focus, we achieved a 25 times higher revenue in year 2018-19, and last year we have closed our revenue on 100 crore plus, which is like 50 times higher than 2014 15 benchmark. So coming to our some of our achievements in 2018, when inland waterways started, we were the first to participate in that, and we were the first mile and last mile logistics provider for that service. In that 16 containers of PepsiCo has moved via waterways from Calcutta to Varanasi, and this cargo was received by our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji along with some or more from the government of India. And in year 2018, after 8 years of the cargo, which was stopped by stopped by Steel Authority, we have started road movement from Steel Authority to Nepal, and we have moved 50,000 ton of billet from uh, Steel Authority to Nepal. And in year 2021, when India was facing second wave of COVID, we have moved a critical oxygen cylinder, which was imported by Tamil Nadu government from Calcutta port. We have moved 640-foot containers to one of the filling station in Bankura, and from there we have moved by this by a multi-mode, and this was done with Max Line, which is a leading shipping company. Last year, we have started a clinker movement, which is the first of its kind, whereas a Nepali importer is exporting to India is clinker, and we have moved 75,000 ton of clinker from Nepal to India. These are our some of our achievements. So, and now we are looking forward to since last 3 years we are our focus is on India, and now we are participating in India growth. So अभी हम हमारा जो टॉप लाइन का जो पार्टिसिपेशन है, जो 2022-23 में हम हमारा 90% से ज़्यादा रेवेन्यू नेपाल से आ रहा था, वो अभी हमने लास्ट ईयर जो है इट इज़ अ मिक्स ऑफ 60-40, अराउंड 60-40 इज कमिंग फ्रॉम इंडिया एंड नेपाल. एंड गोइंग फॉरवर्ड इन कमिंग ईयर्स वी आर हमारा टारगेट है इंडिया जो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर बूम है उस पर पार्टिसिपेट करने का. एज स्टील और सीमेंट हमारा मेजर एरिया ऑफ ऑपरेशंस है. सो हम इसमें ग्रो करने वाले हैं, और हमारा टारगेट है कि हम आने वाले 3 से 4 सालों में मेन बोर्ड की जर्नी तय करें. थैंक यू. ओवर टू यू सुरेंद्र जी.
Thank you, Sanjay ji, for your opening speech. And now I'm sharing my screen. Hope my screen is visible. Is presentation visible? Ruchika?
No, sir.
Just a minute. Is it visible now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. A warm welcome once again, and wishing you all happy Diwali. Moving forward, I'll just touch upon important slides for the sake of saving time. This slide talk about the key facts and figures. We started our journey in 2011. As of today, we have got a resource strength of 43 persons, and we have got our in-house fleet of 95 with 200 plus active clients. Our journey, as Sanjay ji just mentioned, started and rooted in Nepal. Gradually, we have moved our attention towards the Indian growth story, and as of last financial year 25, we closed Nepal business at 63.53% from close to 92% in financial year 22. Our top movement routes mostly Nepal and eastern part of the country. Our industry presence, focused industry presence, B2B road transport provider. We focus on iron and steel industry, cement and heavy engineering mostly, and infra equipment, as well as food and beverage agriculture industry as well. But focus area has been mostly on the infra side, and therefore our trucks carry from raw materials to finished products like TMT bar, billets, strips, limestones, over dimensional size of the cargo, etc. Our promoters, Mr. Sanjay Kundelia and Mr. Vishnu Bajaj, both of them are with us, along with their, both of them are on this call for your question and answers. Professional leadership team, Arju, Mohit, Sekhar, and I bring respective experience, and we wish that we bring a high standard of corporate governance when we go public. Awards and accreditations, these accolades are testimony of our service delivery to our clients. Our offerings. Our various services can be clubbed into two major categories. One is the freight operations, and the other one is non-freight operations. Within freight operations, along with our own fleet, we strategically hire from market depending on the client's requirement. And because as you know, that industry have got various types of cargo demands which require various kinds of trucks and trailers. Therefore, a mix of hired and own fleet always helps. To proper utilize and better asset rotation, we, depending on the demand and supply and requirement, we outsource our unused vehicles as well. On non-freight operation side, we not only support in the transportation to our clients, but to ensure that the end-to-end delivery is given to them. We also provide certain value-added services, more specifically railways, shipping supervision, end-to-end monitoring on behalf of our clients, helping them with customs and port clearances to save their time and energy. This supervision business, non-freight, is a high margin business, which is giving us a good traction in the last 3 years. A snapshot on our service process, starting from the customer inquiry to order confirmation, delivery, and right up to payment settlement. This slide talks about. This slide is very important. This is a real picture of our trucks. On the left side, you can see the flatbeds, 16 of them. And on the right side, you can see the sidewall trucks, 79 of them. Because the industry expects various kinds of trucks, because the kind of cargoes depends, from steel, very heavy, to very voluminous, and starting from various clinkers and iron steel billets, etc. So therefore, we need to have a multi-purpose vehicle, and these two sets of trucks help us in delivering most of the cargoes and accommodate our clients. What sets us apart? Primarily, we feel that our promoter-led industry seasoned leadership is very, very important, where both Mr. Sanjay and Vishnu comes in with their respective experience. Sanjay has grown the whole thing from scratch to this level, and therefore he knows the nuts and bolts. And even today, he actively participates in day-to-day running of the business. Mr. Vishnu comes with his experience as a chartered accountant and in the iron and steel industry. That helps us, grounded with all strategy insights. So therefore, this is one of the unique things with vis-a-vis our competitors. Another thing is that our chosen area of diversification customer base, wherein the kind of industries we work with, though all of them are very, very growing sector and attracting the government attention with the policies. Still, if there is some chance of any slowdown in one of the sectors, the others support us. Therefore, the growth story of the company with this diversification is interacted. Another area which our management is very, very conscious, right from the beginning, is the tech-driven. The importance logistics player, now we see that quick commerce and e-commerce are using mostly the technology for scaling up. But still, when we talk about the bulk carrying cargo, specifically to our industry, still the technology has to evolve. And in that session, an example, like for example, the competitors were using Tally 5-6 years back. We started using our logistics specific ERP logics. And even today, when we speak, we have focused our attention to developing proprietary smart sys software, wherein one part of the IPO money is going to be invested into technology, and therefore we want to stay ahead of our competition with a SAP-based and cloud-oriented Azure technological platform, which will help us to set us apart from our competition. Regarding strategies, basic philosophy, wherein strengthening the relationship with the existing customers, as well as we expand our business in Indian market, we are in in the process of getting higher and larger business groups into our fold. So at the same time, our logistics partners play a very, very important role. Therefore, the relationship with them helps us to arrange for any number of vehicles, any type of vehicles, as our clients' demands. Similarly, fleet strength, we are in an expansion mode, and we are here for IPO. Bulk of the money is going to be invested into buying more assets. Therefore, the expansion of the fleet, along with the relationship aspect, with credibility and operational standards, with focusing on the corporate governance, is going to help us not only scaling up but to manage that scale. Regarding technology, as I was talking about the importance of technology, the organization is putting into. We are already in the process of deploying our new software in the next few months, and the next set of growth phase 2 is going to be completely coming out of the IPO money, and therefore we expect that to put the layers on not only the fleet tracking, but for our customers, they can have end-to-end visibility of their movement of the goods, so that the plants are running up and not disturbed. At the same time, they are able to book through our software. That's the plan. And therefore, the booking of the vehicle and to the visibility and tracking their whole thing will give and solve a lot of currently pain point of the customers. Therefore, smart sys is important. As far as this slide goes, you can see the trend line showing that average revenue per order has gone up consistently. Though there is a dip in the first quarter, it's just seasonal, and therefore we expect it to grow up over a period of time and have the same trend line. This shows that average revenue per order has gone up. It means that when we started deploying our vehicles in 23 our own, we bought 40 of them. The clients have entrusted more bulk business to us, and therefore the average revenue is going up. As far as revenue breakdown is concerned, Nepal versus India, Nepal, our roots, and then gradually we have moved and to become part of the Indian growth story. Financial year 22, more than 92% of the business was coming from Nepal. Financial year 25, only 63%. Though in this first quarter, there has been a sizable number of business coming in because of the bulk order from a couple of clients. We expect that this 60-40 ratio is going to increase and more towards the Indian side. As far as revenue breakdown is concerned, vertical-wise, a few years back, specifically, financial year 22, our revenue from hired fleet was more than 70%. In financial year 23, 62%, and in financial year 25, hired fleet dependency has gone down as we have added more fleet. And therefore, with more fleets into offering, we expect this to further go down. But we are very judicious in utilizing the own fleet versus the hired fleet, depending on what the customer requirement is and what is the demand and supply gap requires, focusing on higher profit margins. And another aspect of diversification in the revenue breakdown is our growing non-freight share, where you can see that it has gone gradually in last 3 years to a significant extent. This gives our overall diversified portfolio. Top 10 customer, gradually it has gone up again, majorly due to the fact that when we started our own fleet expansion in financial year 23, we added more fleets. Then the customers have got more confidence in us, and therefore, instead of distributing their business into multiple service providers, some of them has entrusted in us more with a larger share of the business, and that has led to top 10 customer contribution going up. Coming on to the India's logistics sector, as you know, we are heading towards 5 trillion economy, and therefore the logistics sector can be seen as a growth engine. We have seen how the quick commerce and the e-commerce have played its own part in growing the whole thing and delivering in quick times, wherein generating more and more business for the industries. Similarly, in the bulk cargo carrying business, also technology and other stuff is going, the action is here. And as far as the total volume is concerned, the study shows that financial year 27, the overall business is around $600 billion, which is a huge opportunity with a compounded annual growth rate of 10 to 12%. As far as other aspects of the logistics business is concerned, the infra push from the government is also very, very important and a catalyst in the growth. Here is the infra push, which I was talking about, wherein PM Gati Shakti, National Logistics Policy, and multimodal logistics park, dedicated freight corridors, wherein the focus from the government side is to build more infrastructure, and Ministry of Road and Transportation is also doing a great job in that by building more and more roads. And the overall target of the government is to reduce the cost of logistics for the industry, for making it more viable and competitive with the international market like China and European and American countries. Similarly, the ease of doing business is also on the top of their mind. And therefore, both these priority sector and push from the government creates an opportunity for us to grow faster. Regarding profit and loss, we have grown significantly after adding up more value, more trucks, and increasing capacity from 60 crore in financial year 23 to 112 crore in financial year 25. PAT also growing significantly from 101 lakhs to 719. So that's the gist on the profitability and revenue growth side. Regarding balance sheet, this shows a crisp picture of our balance sheet side of 58 crore in financial year 25, wherein our net worth has gone up to 17.33 crore from 4.85 3 years back. Key ratios, the revenue has gone from 60 to 112 crore with compounded annual growth rate of 36% within this period. EBITDA in absolute term has gone up to 16.9793%, with EBITDA margin going up consistently from 7.92% to 15.93% on full year basis last year. This year's trend of first quarter is also showing right direction upwards. PAT margin going up from 1.81% to 8.43 financial year 25. That is also going in northwards even this current financial year. Net worth 17.33 full year and now 19.35. Return on equity, gradually it has gone up because of the high growth phase. That has gone up to 56.77% in the financial year 25, though we expect it to normalize with the expansion of capital base after the IPO money comes in. Similarly, high growth rate of return on capital employed to 27%. Both of these ratios are going to be normalized further with the base expansion. Debt to equity ratio has come down from 3.38 in financial year 24 to 1.61 in financial year 25, showing improvement. And we expect that post IPO also it is going to improve further. Current ratio at widely acceptable range of 1.32 now. Earning per share last year was 11.58. And first quarter 3.18, though that's not annualized, it's on standalone basis, and therefore if you analyze it, it's going to be on higher side. Operating cash flow positive. Shareholding pattern, pre-issue 97.57%. There is no dilution, and there has been fresh issue, and therefore our post-issue promoter shareholding going to be 71%. With this, I invite InCap team, our merchant bankers, to take it forward.
Thank you, Surenji. The issue details, anchor will open on October 24th. The main IPO will open from 27th October to 29th October. Listing is tentatively planned on 3rd November. Price band is 116 at lower price band and around 22 rupees at higher price band. IPO size is 23,47,000 shares and the lot size is 1,000 shares and multiples thereof. Minimum investment is 1,16,000 rupees at the lower price band and 1,22,000 at higher price band. And fresh issue is 23,47,000 shares, and the issue IPO size at upper band will be 28.63 crores. Market maker will be 1,20,000. Number of shares, anchor will be 5,56,000, that is 25% of the total IPO size. Net QIB will be the balance 5,56,000. Non-institutional portion will be 15%, that is 3,35,000. And individual investors will be 7,80,000, that is around 35% of the IPO. Outstanding number of shares will be 63,44,449 is currently. And after the IPO, after adding 23,47,000 will be 6,91,649. The main objects of the issue is at the higher price band of 122 rupees, 28.64 crores will be raised. After deducting the issue-related expenses, the net utilization will be for purchase of 72 numbers of sidewall trailers that will cost around 8.84 crores. The company requires huge working capital requirements, has a huge working capital requirement at 11.23 crores will be utilized for this purpose and for implementation of phase 2 of smart logistic application. It will require 71 lakhs. The balance will be used for general corporate purposes. Thank you. And the issue intermediary will be like we are the main BRLM, IntCap Advisors. Gira Security is underwriters. Cape Intech is the registrar to the company for the issue. Legal advisor is Vidya Associates. Bankers are Kotak. Auditors are GGPS and Associates. And market maker will be Gira Securities.
Thank you. That's all, and we are ready for the question and answer session.
Thank you. Thank you for the detailed insights. We will now move to the Q&A session. Kindly use the raise hand feature to share your questions. Our management will be happy to answer. Our first question comes from Mr. Jayesh. Jayesh, please go ahead. Till then, let's take up another question from Mr. Shubham. Shubhamji.
Yeah, hello, Jayesh here from SBFC Bank. Sorry, am I audible?
Yes, please.
Yeah, thank you. My question was, first question was that what is the primary geographical focus of the company? Can you explain, please?
Okay. So you are asking about the geography in which we operate. That is what you're asking?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. So we started with our Nepal business, and from eastern part, where primarily the ports of Haldia and Kolkata, from there to the Nepal and Nepal hinterland. That has been our starting journey and core area. And then from after dominating the Nepal market, we have gradually started our journey towards Indian area, and within that, our strength lies in the eastern part of the country.
Okay, sir. Thank you. And another one is what are the specific support services that are provided beyond transport operations?
Okay. So as during my presentation, I spoke about two block of services which we provide. One is the transportation services, we call it freight, and the other one is non-freight segment, wherein the non-freight comprises of other value-added services other than transportation, but linked to that. For example, if a ship is coming from, say, China or some other European country, then our customer needs to track that. Not only that, but when that will come. So port authorities, and then there is a custom involved in Nepal and India. So to help them with those formalities and guide them. Ensure, apart from that, the railway racks also is a bulk trouble for the clients for getting them on time, so that the cargo reaches the plant on time. So all these services we cater in our non-freight services.
Okay, thank you. And I just want to confirm that what were the company's PAT and EBITDA margins for FY 2024 and January 2025? Just to confirm, please.
Sir, you are asking about the PAT performance
Yeah.
of financial year 24 versus financial year 25, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So during financial year 24, our PAT was 3.16 crore versus our PAT in financial year 25 as 7.2 crore.
Okay. Okay. Also, okay. And what are the estimated fund allocations for fleet expansion and smart SYS implementation?
Okay, so
I'm talking
you
about yeah, fund allocations
fund allocation.
estimated.
As our merchant banker informed about the objects of the issue, um, uh, specifically those 2 points which you raised. One is technology versus the fleet expansion. So we are going to buy 72 fleets, trucks out of this, partly funded through this and partly from the loan we are going to acquire from the banks. And the second part is about our technology. So we have earmarked 0.75, 0.71 crore around that for technology development, which we are already developing from our internal accruals. However, we will require more funds as we go, and therefore that is one of the objects. I hope I answered your question.
Yeah. Okay, sir. That almost answers my question. Thank you. Thanks for that.
Thank you for your questions.
Thank you. Our next question is from Shubhamji. Yes, sir, please go ahead.
Yeah, hi. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for the opportunity. Am I audible?
Yes, please.
Okay, yeah. So my first question is, you did tell about the non-freight services. Can you give us the margin profile between freight and non-freight, if you have that number?
Yeah, I mean, I can give you a range because primarily, if you see that there are three core revenue streams. One is the own fleet, and the other one is hired fleet within freight, and in non-freight supervision. So if you talk about all these three, they vary a lot. Wherein if you talk about the hired fleet, that means fleet taking from the market, very thin margin, the range would be from 5 to 10%. I'm talking about EBITDA margins, right?
Yes, yes.
And the second would be own fleet, which the range is little higher, from 15 to 20%. And the third one is supervision, where the profit margins are comparatively higher, which is 20% plus. That's the range overall. I hope, Mr. Subham, I answered your question.
Yeah, definitely, sir. So my second question is, recently we had seen that there was a political unrest in Nepal. So what kind of impact did we see on our business due to that?
Yeah, so right now we don't see as such मतलब जैसा कोई विजिबल इम्पैक्ट अभी तक नहीं आया है, क्योंकि अनरेस्ट के दौरान भी द फैक्ट्रीज वेर क्लोज्ड फॉर 3 days ओनली, एंड आफ्टर दैट द ऑपरेशंस वेर नॉर्मलाइज. सो अभी तक ऐसा कोई विजिबल डिमांड में कोई स्लो डाउन नहीं है, एज वी सर्व द इंडस्ट्रीज देयर, आयरन, स्टील एंड सीमेंट एंड अदर मैन्युफैक्चरिंग इंडस्ट्रीज. सो अभी ऐसा कोई स्लो डाउन वहाँ पे हमने फेस नहीं किया है, और बिजनेस वहाँ पे ऑलरेडी नॉर्मलाइज है.
ओके ओके, थैंक यू सर. सर, जो हमारा लॉन्ग टर्म डेट है वो कम हुआ है, बट आवर शॉर्ट टर्म डेट हैज रिजन. And you were just saying in the previous question you are planning to take more debt. So overall, what is a strategy regarding debt? Like उसको कम करने का देख रहे हैं क्या? मतलब over a long period, like 2-3 year vision क्या है आपका debt का regarding?
Yeah, thank you for the question, शुभम जी. नंबर वन, जो डेट मिक्स है वो चेंज एक रीजन से काफ़ी ज़्यादा होता है. जैसे ईएमआईज जो हमारे बेसिकली हम अपने फंड के लिए, ग्रोथ के लिए ही डेट लेते हैं. एंड एक मोस्टली जो ये शिफ्ट हुआ है फ्रॉम द ईएमआईज विच वी हैव गॉट, फॉर एग्जांपल कुछ गाड़ियां हैं जो फ्री हुई हैं, राइट, लोन से. तो
Right.
आउट ऑफ 55 गाड़ियां अभी फ्री हो गई हैं लोन से. तो शुरू में 4 साल 5 साल तक प्रेशर रहता है ईएमआईज का. तो वो फिक्स चेंज होने की वजह से शॉर्ट टर्म और लॉन्ग टर्म में चेंज होता रहता है. एज फार एज लॉन्ग टर्म plan is concerned on debt utilization, as we are growing in going phase, therefore we are utilizing this strategically. अभी जैसे for example हमारा even if we take higher loans in after IPO for acquisition of 72 trucks, our debt equity ratio, equity we expand कर रही है, therefore the debt equity ratio is going to be in a very very acceptable range. Currently 1.61 financial year 25 में था, which is reducing a bit, and post IPO we expect it in the range of 1.26. Therefore it is very much acceptable range.
Okay, sir. Sir, finally, one last question. The IT stack you are developing, that Smart Sys, is it only for internal consumption, or are you planning it to sell it as a SaaS, like service as an application? So
That's very exciting question, but I will hold myself, because of the compliance issue, can't talk much about it. But I can just tell you that firstly, we are going to utilize it and build it for us. And then the rest, the second part of it is open.
okay, okay.
We are
Thank
open
you.
for that as well. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for the answer, sir. All the best.
Thank you, Subhamji, for your kind wishes.
Thank you. Our next question comes from Mr. Prashant. Prashantji.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, Mr. Prasant, very much.
So my first question is for FY25, have seen a jump in the margins. So please, if you can throw some more light on why the margins have improved. Is there a change in the business mix or the customer profile, or what are the reasons?
Okay. So your question is basically towards the higher margin and higher growth. So basically, the higher margin and higher growth has come up with a mix of things. First, our expansion plan towards first building up our capacity. So we have gradually acquired our trucks, starting from 2 trucks in 2017 to largest order in our history. Can you please mute? Thank you. So we have gradually acquired trucks, 2 in 2017 to 40 in 2023. So that has led up for us for not only expand the whole thing, wherein the revenue has gone up by addition of the capacity, but also to bargain better margins from our existing clients and eyeing for higher margin business. And therefore, this has resulted on one part. Second, we have expanded from market of Nepal to market of India. That also has given an opportunity for us to not only grow in terms of revenue, but also the higher margins. Thirdly, the overall addition of our another vertical in supervision that has also led us to higher margins and growth. So overall, with operational efficiency, these are the four factors which has led not only on the higher growth but also higher margins, and we expect it to continue with our experience.
Okay. My next question is, along with the higher margins and higher profitability, we are also seeing an increase in your cash conversion cycle. Basically, your trade payables have remained the same, whereas your receivables have increased. So, given that you are largely, I mean, 70 or more than 70% of your business comes from top 10 customers and your receivables are increasing, uh, no doubt your businesses are also increasing. So, going forward, how do you see this trend? Will the receivables, I mean, keep on increasing? Because with such a high customer concentration, even if one customer has a delayed payment, संजय जी आपके विचार इसके बारे में, तो फिर आप मतलब इसको ये सिचुएशन को कैसे हैंडल करेंगे?
Excellent question, sir. I'll just add up my point and then Sanjay ji will take it up further. बहुत ही insightful question है. So इसमें दो तीन part है. पहला, number one, our concentration on top 10 clients. दूसरा, receivables का situation. तीसरा, the cash conversion cycle. So I'll pick up one by one. Cash conversion cycles. You are right. There was a slight increase to 123 days as far as debtors are concerned in financial year 25. However, that has started normalizing. In September, it has come down significantly. And overall, our target for financial year 25-26 is in the range of 94-95 days, which is ideal range of debtor cycle in our industry. That is one. Second, sir, as far as debtors amounts is concerned, yes, as we are growing, obviously it will go up. So amount of 38 crore in 31st March has come down to around 31 crore in last month, and therefore there is a gradual decrease in that means the payment collection has improved a bit. As far as our target is concerned, yes, to keep it in the range of 94-95 days as far as data is concerned. Overall working capital cycle in the range of 54-55 days, which will help us to manage this. However, one of the major objects clause is to support from the working capital requirement, and therefore that is precisely the reason wherein we need to grow and we need to have funds. As far as third thing is concerned, concentration on top 10 clients. Sir, as you see the trend, it has increased in last 3 years. Why? Primarily because after addition of our trucks in 23, our internal capacity expansion, sir, there our client has entrusted existing ones to give voluminous business. I think Mr. Sanjay will take it further for your question, sir.
या इसमें ऐड करने के हिसाब से जैसे हमारे जो भी कस्टमर्स हैं जो मेजरली वी आर डूइंग इन हैवी इंडस्ट्रीज लाइक स्टील एंड सीमेंट, और इंडिया में भी जैसे हम ग्रो करने की जो प्लान कर रहे हैं, लाइक फर्स्ट मैं नेपाल के बारे में बताता हूँ. नेपाल के जो भी जैसे जगदम्बा ग्रुप है जो हमारा क्लाइंट है, दैट इज हैविंग ए 50% स्टेक इन नेपाल स्टील मार्केट. एंड आरती स्ट्रिप्स है जो भूषण ग्रुप कंपनी है, वो उनका भी मेजर स्टेक है नेपाल के स्टील सेगमेंट में. तो हमारे उस तरह के क्लाइंट हैं जो जिनका हमें अभी वॉल्यूमस ऑर्डर मिलता है. सो जब भी हम ग्रो करेंगे, लाइक इफ यू आर मूविंग टू इंडिया, लाइक द क्लाइंट्स वी आर टारगेटिंग, जैसे स्टार सीमेंट है जिनके हम ऑलरेडी वेंडर हम बन चुके हैं, उनका ऑपरेशन हमने स्टार्ट कर दिया है. एंड डालमिया सीमेंट का हमने वेंडरशिप हमारी हो गई है, बट उनकी जो वर्क है वो हम पोस्ट आईपीओ स्टार्ट करने वाले हैं. वी आर इन टॉक्स विद फ्यू बिग सीमेंट प्लांट्स एंड स्टील प्लांट्स. सो ऑब्वियसली उनका ऑर्डर जो है, ऑर्डर साइज बड़ा होने वाला है. सो हमारा कस्टमर कंसंट्रेशन अगर टॉप 10 के हिसाब से बोलेंगे, वो डेफिनेटली आने वाले समय में भी ज़्यादा ही रहेगा. बट एज वी प्रोवाइड देम सर्विसेज फॉर देयर रॉ मटेरियल एंड फिनिश्ड प्रोडक्ट, दोनों के लिए हम सर्विस प्रोवाइड करते हैं। तो हमारा पेमेंट साइकिल है वो हमेशा बेटर हो रहा है समय के साथ में, क्योंकि वी आर ऑन देयर प्रायोरिटी टू रन देयर प्लांट। सो if a situation arise where they have to I think in अगर शट डाउन ही करना पड़े, दैट इज अ डिफरेंट इशू। अदरवाइज अगर वो अपना प्रोडक्शन कम भी करते हैं तो हमारा पेमेंट दे डोंट डिले। सो वी डोंट फेस एनी चैलेंज इन एनी सच ऑफ द सिचुएशन कि हमारा अगर कंसंट्रेशन ज़्यादा है तो उसमें हमारे पेमेंट्स वगैरह डिले नहीं होते हैं अभी तक, जो हमने हिस्टोरिकली देखा है। और गोइंग फॉरवर्ड भी जिस तरह के क्लाइंट हम टारगेट कर रहे हैं, सो दैट विल नॉट बी ए इशू। आई थिंक आई हैव आंसर्ड योर क्वेश्चन।
जी जरूर, मतलब थैंक्स
या
फॉर द डिटेल आंसर। मेरा एक एडेड क्वेश्चन है इसमें
हाँ जी।
कि जनरली लॉजिस्टिक्स के साथ में मतलब ये क्लियरिंग एंड फॉरवर्डिंग बिजनेस है, फिर ये CFS डिपो मैनेजमेंट ऑपरेशंस है, कैरिंग एंड फॉरवर्डिंग एजेंट्स CFA एजेंट का बिजनेस है, मतलब वो भी मतलब क्या है, दीज आर ऑल वैल्यू एडेड बिजनेस एंड customers usually look for a entity or a company that provides all services in one roof. तो जैसे आपके बिजनेस में आपने ट्रांसपोर्ट है, रॉ मटेरियल प्लस फिनिश गुड्स का, प्लस आप सुपरविजन बिजनेस का भी मतलब आपने जिक्र किया है, तो ये CNF बिजनेस है। और ऐसे वैल्यू एडेड बिजनेस में आपके क्या आगे विचार है, आपके क्या प्लान्स है, उसके बारे में कुछ बता पाएंगे?
तो सर इसमें हम C&F वाला जो बिजनेस है ऑलरेडी हम करते हैं। हम क्लाइंट को एंड टू एंड सर्विस प्रोवाइड करते हैं, जहां हम उनका कंटेनर्स, अगर उन्हें लेट से एनी पार्ट ऑफ वर्ल्ड उनको बुक करना है तो वी बुक द कंटेनर्स, वी डू द कस्टम क्लियरेंस। बट एज इन हमारे खुद के लाइसेंस नहीं है, वी यूज थर्ड पार्टी टू इंटीग्रेट द सॉल्यूशन एज द रोड और द रेल ट्रांसपोर्टेशन विच इज द मेजर फैक्टर, वी हैव गॉट द एक्सपर्टीज। सो हम रेलवे की अगर बुकिंग करनी है तो हम वो रेलवे की कॉन्कर से या इंडियन रेलवे से बुकिंग कर देते हैं। और हमारे जो 3-4 हमने मेजर क्लियरिंग एजेंट है जो हमारे वेंडर हैं जिनके साथ हम काम करते हैं, और हम उनसे क्लियरेंस कराते हैं। सारी शिपिंग लाइन जो मेजर शिपिंग लाइन है और मेजर फ्रेट फॉरवर्डिंग है उनसे हमारा काम होता है। तो हम कंटेनर्स भी बुक करते हैं, तो वो हम एंड टू एंड हमारे क्लाइंट को सॉल्यूशन प्रोवाइड करते हैं। जहाँ तक वेयर हाउसिंग की बात है, हमारे स्मॉल वेयर हाउसेज हैं, बट एज वी कार्टर मोर टू इंडस्ट्री लाइक फैक्ट्री टू फैक्ट्री और फैक्ट्री टू वेयर हाउस, सो वी डोंट बेसिकली अभी तक हमें जरूरत नहीं पड़ती है वेयर हाउसिंग करने की। अगर फ्यूचर में पड़ेगी वी विल डेफिनेटली डू दैट।
That's all from my side. Thank you and wish you all the best.
थैंक यू।
Thank you. Participants, please feel free to ask your questions. Our management will be pleased to answer. So till then, we have a few questions in the chat box. Would you like me to read those for you?
Yeah, in any which way. I mean, you can please. I can read it. That's not a problem. But over to you, whatever you suits you.
All right, sir, I'll read it for you. We have a question from Mr. Rahil. Could you please tell us about your exact peers in the listed space? Recently, many logistics companies have listed. What is our niche and key differentiator in the space?
Okay. So as far as you are right, Mr. Rahil, that overall logistics players, it's a very diverse industry. Therefore, it is very difficult to find a player which apple to apple, similar line of business. There will be some variations. We have found that amongst listed, SJ Logistics, AVG, and Ritco, these are the one which are closely with the same line of business. And we, as far as we are concerned, we are focused on B2B with an industry. So that gives us an very focused area working in our own geography where we have got strength. So everyone has got their own strengths. As far as we are concerned, our varied experience, like we summed up in various question and answer, that is in this session. So we hope that number one, as far as our chosen area of business and routes that will help us. Secondly, our focus on the technology. We don't know how far they have got technologies stack coming up. We cannot comment on that. So our focus of our expertise of the management, chosen area of industry, and track record, with technology focus, with professional setup team, focusing on the corporate governance and all, bringing in more efficiencies helps us stay ahead of our competition.
Thank you. Next is from Mr. Deep Solanki. How is our mix between owned and leased fleets evolving?
Yeah, so just to, I answered this, but again, I can answer it for you again. So the fleet we started in 2011. 2017, we first bought 2 trucks, right? And therefore, in 2023, we had 95 trucks, which we continue still, and IPO money will be utilized to add 72 of them more. Therefore, our overall journey has been such that we were 100% dependent on market initially, but over a period of a year, we have reduced that dependency to a large extent. Still, we feel that the market is very, very important. Our vendors are very, very important because we have to serve our clients. We don't know which next big order is coming from, and for that, we require the market partners as well. Though focus has been to have a stand on build capacity in-house so that we can bargain better, we can deliver and ensure the service to our clients with the mix of market fleet.
Thank you. Sir, follow-up question from Mr. Rahil. You said non-freight is high margin business. What is the proportion of revenue as of today, and considerably, will you give more weightage to that ahead?
When I say that it is a high margin business, sir, obviously high margin business तो logical है उस पे ज़्यादा concentrate करना. But sir, the point is, I also said that this is as per the demand of our existing clients, and therefore the mix and kind of services will evolve over a period of time. As far as our concentration goes, we are open to explore more and more of it.
Right. Another question from Mr. Deep. Can you tell us how the business model has evolved over the years?
संजय जी.
हाँ जी. सो टू स्टार्ट विथ हमने स्टार्ट किया था टोटली नेपाल सेंट्रिक बिजनेस से, एंड विथ एग्रीगेटर काइंड ऑफ मॉडल, जहाँ पे हम सिर्फ एग्रीगेशन करके नेपाल के क्लाइंट को सर्व कर रहे थे विथ कैलकाटा पोर्ट एंड हल्दिया पोर्ट. एंड स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम देयर वी हमने वहाँ के स्टील इंडस्ट्री को टारगेट किया, और हमने यहाँ पे इंडियन जो स्टील प्लांट से और पोर्ट से जो उन्होंने मटेरियल लिफ्ट करते थे उसको हमने कंसंट्रेट किया. हमने हमारी फ्लीट का साइज बढ़ाया. हमने वैल्यू एडेड सर्विसेज लाइक शिपिंग सुपरविजन, इन टू एंड लॉजिस्टिक्स हमने प्रोवाइड किया. और टू स्टार्ट विथ एग्रीगेटर काइंड ऑफ मॉडल, आज हमने अपना रेवेन्यू मिक्स इस तरह से रखा है कि हम इन टू एंड सर्विस प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं. हमारा जो स्ट्रेंथ है वो ऐसा है कि हम नए मार्केट को हमारी फ्लीट के साथ में हम इंटर कर सकते हैं टू इंश्योर सर्विसेज. सो अभी हमारा मिक्स है जो वो ऐसा है कि हम खुद की फ्लीट और मार्केट हायर और वैल्यू एडेड सर्विसेज ये सारे हम प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं. टू स्टार्ट विथ एग्रीगेटर वी आर लाइक काइंड ऑफ डाइवर्सिफाइड थिंग्स जो कि हम फ्यूचर में भी कंटिन्यू करने वाले हैं.
Thank you. Sir, follow-up from Mr. Rahil. Given the current market scenario, will Jayesh Logistics be able to sustain the 35% CAGR, and any outlook on the sustainable margins for the next 2-3 years?
Sir, we cannot comment on the specific numbers as per the compliance and regulatory issues for future. We can talk about the previous track record. As far as this high growth rate is concerned, whether we are able to sustain this in future or not, we feel that Indian market is very, very huge, and we are just a drop of it we have been able to capture. So as far as market demand wise, our capability wise, and overall delivery wise goes, We have in the past break the barrier most of the times. We think that the market potential is huge.
Right, sir. We have questions from Mr. Jayesh. Jayesh, please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so my question was that how is the role of organized logistics players expected to change by financial year 27? Can you please explain?
Yeah, I mean that's a very policy level question. Thank you for your question. Yes, primarily the overall logistics market, it is unorganized sector. So much so that a couple of years back, it was 90% of the overall logistics sector was organized. So with quick commerce and e-commerce and larger players taking lead roles, it has organized a bit, but still way to go. In time to come, the market estimate says, and the study says that this is going to improve further, but still, 12, 15, 20% hardly would be with all coming in. Therefore, there is a huge scope for players like us, where we are organizing ourselves much more with a mix of technology and professional leadership, with experience and with fund from IPO. This combination is going to help us garner our share. But overall, logistics are going to improve more and more. Just to give you one more number, the road transportation is around 70% plus amongst the total logistics. That means our area of business. And within that, the unorganized players, that means anywhere between 5 trucks or less, are more than 75%. That means only 25% of the road transporters are having 5 trucks or more. There's a huge area of
Okay, sir. Thank you. So that was a good number. Thank you. Yeah, and just last couple of questions from my end. That what certifications
Sir,
does the company
you are
hold?
not audible. Can you just repeat your question? And there is some background noise.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Also, now am I audible?
Yes, sir. Please.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so just last couple of questions from my end. What certifications does the company hold, and who are the independent directors on the board? Just to confirm, please.
Sir, I could not hear you. Ruchika, can you interpret that for us?
Sir, could you please repeat your question?
Yeah, ma'am. Sure. Yeah, actually, I was asking regarding the certifications, that what certifications does the company hold?
Okay. So basically, sir, that is the certification is as per the showing the operational efficiency. That means on the operational side, and relating to that. As far as you are talking about the regulatory or other aspect is concerned, like our truck and other related things that are already in place.
And okay, and just to confirm that what independent directors on the board as of now?
Okay, you are
You
talking
should
about.
know independent directors.
Okay.
Okay, so Arju Mantri, Arju is a qualified company secretary, and Mr. Mohit is a chartered accountant having great experience. So these are independent directors.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much for all those answers, and wishing you all the very best for the future endeavors and company as well. Thank you so much, and all
Thank
the
you.
best.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sir, we have a follow-up question from Rahilji. SJ has entered the NOCC space. Are you planning the same? Also, what about air freight services?
Right now, we are in road transportation, and we are expanding our operations in that only in coming years, 1, 2 years.
Okay. We have questions, follow-up questions from Shubhamji. Shubhamji, please go ahead.
Thank you again. सर जो आप 72 ट्रक्स ले रहे हैं, is it all funded by the 8.8 crore which is being raised in the IPO? Or
No, sir. That's a very valid observation. So in a truck trailer, like what we use, so we show you the picture. There are two parts to it. One is the back portion, which is side-walled trailer. So this and the front portion, that is engine or horse, which Tata, Ashok Leyland, and such kind of players provide the engine. So these are two parts. So the second part, that is the trailer part, that is the amount mentioned in the IPO. We are going to use that. For rest, engine and others, we will take loans from bank.
okay, and sir, ये loans, how much approximate would be the amount of the loans you would require to procure these engines?
Approximately, sir, जो इंजन की टोटल 30-32 lakhs के आसपास अभी GST ईज आउट हो गया है, तो that will be revised, but per truck उसी के इंजन के हिसाब से आता है.
Okay, so 32 lakhs into 72 करके total amount we can get, right?
You can deduct.
Okay. Yeah, thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. We have a question in chat box from Mr. Kamal. Any pilot you have done to sell your SaaS product? Are you building the tech in-house? If yes, how many techies in-house or outsourced are there? How much do you have to spend on tech till date? And how much are you going to spend in the next 1 to 2 years?
Kamal sir, thank you for your questions. So again, some compliance and regulatory issue. We will not be able to comment on the numbers exactly for the future. As far as your broad question is concerned, is there any pilot done for this? Sir, we are already developing this product and not with our in-house IT team, but we have outsourced it. And this has been clearly mentioned in the RHP document as well. Our partners are Endware and Mega Techverse. So there are providing two separate set of services or producing things. One is building thing for us. One is on the transaction management, transportation management services, TMS, for our operations. And the Mega Techverse is developing and integrating the accounting and financial aspect, building in SAP B1 for us, customizing that for us. Therefore, sir, with these two systems talking to each other will give us a very proprietary product for us and important product for us.
Thank you. We have a question from Miss Quincy. Are there any new geographies or service verticals you're planning to enter?
Geographically, we are expanding in Indian market, and as Indian market is so huge, so we are definitely going to add geographical markets in India and new verticals also. Yes.
Thank you. Which again question from Quincy G. Which customer segments or industries contribute the most to your revenue?
Iron and steel is the biggest contributor.
Okay. Question from Mr. Rudra. FY25 showed strong revenue growth. What were the main drivers behind this performance?
I think it's a largely repeat question, but still I would like to answer, Rudraji. So basically, not only FY25 but also FY24. The connect is that in financial year 23 we bought 40 trucks. That expanded our capacity, and therefore that brought the strong growth for 24-25 boats, and we expect that to continue. So that is one part. Second is our expansion towards Indian market. That has given the reason for us to grow further.
Thank you. Sir, we have a question from Khushiti. How do you maintain service reliability and efficiency across such a diverse client base?
Diverse. We generally are in majorly serving B2B clients, and इसमें भी हमारा जो फोकस है वो स्टील और सीमेंट को बहुत ज़्यादा है. So there is a kind of specialization we have got over the years to understand our customer needs and their expectation. So accordingly, we are planning our operations like adding our fleets and adding the geography. So ये हमारी सारी स्ट्रैटेजी यूज करके हम उनको बेहतर सर्विस दे पा रहे हैं और वी आर कंटिन्यू टू डू दैट. थैंक यू.
Thank you. Sir, I request you to please go through the open questions if any
I think,
have not been repeated.
Yeah, I have seen the open question. This were posted at 4:28 to 4:37, all of them. I think we have answered all the questions. Still, if you feel that anything is not answered, we will be able to happily answer.
Great. I request participants to please feel free to ask your questions. This is our final call before we wind up the meeting. Sir, would you like to talk a little bit about our core strength and market positioning today?
Okay. Okay, so core strength and market positioning. Our core strength lies with the experience of the promoters, right? And their track record of last, I would say that 15 years, almost 15 years. So there is a considerable amount of period where, you have a consistent, you build the business, the core is built. Now it's about the scalability. So the scalability will come with the technological importance and diversification of the market. For example, we achieved more than 50% of the Nepal market in iron and steel segment, being their dominant player, establishing our position over a period of time. Then it was right time for us to move towards the real growth story in India. And when we came towards India, though we are based out of this place only, but that was the market positioning we did as someone who has got an expertise in that segment of iron and steel, cement, and heavy engineering, completely focused on B2B business. So and with the technology and right set of professionals working for us with the challenge of going for IPO is not only funds, but also it gives an opportunity for us to become more corporate governance, more responsible towards our stakeholders, including our investors and customers. And therefore, this gives us an edge over our competitors.
Thank you. Sir, we have a follow-up from Mr. Shubhamji. What is the timeline for adding these 72 trucks?
It will take 3 months, 2 to 3 months to add and on-road it. Yes.
So,
Great.
meaning that after the IPO proceeds hits our bank account. Great.
Thank you. Thank you. As there are no further questions, this brings our session to a close. A big thank you to the management for their valuable insights and to all of you for your time and continued trust in Jayesh Logistics Limited. I'll now hand it over to the management for their final remarks. Over to you, sir.
Yes, thank you everyone for joining this meeting in the busy schedule, and we wish all a happy Diwali. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you. Thank you all for joining.
Thank you.
Thank you.